Hey everyone, we're so happy to have you here today. We are going to run through just a quick explanation of our brand new micro-credential program. This is the Early Intervention Consultant Micro-Credential Program, which means you will receive EIC credentials after completion. And our proctor for this micro-credential is Lori Benson Adams. So welcome, Lori. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. I am really, really excited about offering this new program. This is, I think, going to really, we've had a lot of people respond through the years that more and more information, wanting more courses, wanting more support for that birth to 3, birth to 4 age range. And so we heard you. We heard you and we put it together for you.
Yes. So let's run through. We're just going to kind of give you a brief overview of what the process looks like, how you're going to complete your courses, and really what the program looks like. And really the goal is to take your skill set, your knowledge, your background in occupational therapy, speech therapy, if you're a mental health practitioner, if you're a teacher, wherever you are working, we want you to have more credentials. We want you to have more training, more understanding, a deeper understanding of our early intervention area and our early intervention field. So this program includes a minimum of 16 hours. So required coursework includes 16 hours. We'll break that down here for a minute, and that translates into 1.6 AOTA CEUs as well. So if you are an early intervention practitioner, if you are not an early intervention practitioner and you want to go into early intervention, this would be a great place to start because it walks you through the entire spectrum of what you need to know in order to best support your clients.
So just to kind of give you an idea of some of the courses, I'm not going to read the slide for you, but do want you to know that we've been really mindful, intentional in putting together what we feel is a very comprehensive picture of the early intervention experience. So we'll take you through the assessment and development of the IFSP. We're talking about supporting caregivers and parents. We have specific courses on motor milestones, sensory milestones, language, social emotional development. We have courses on play-based therapies, which we know are the way for the young child. And then also a lot of tips and how to help transition kids and families from out of early intervention into whatever setting might come next for them. So we've really put together what we feel are the nuts and bolts of that early intervention experience. And then we have built in some electives that can allow you to pinpoint an area of particular interest for you so you can get a little more of a deep dive into what you feel is going to be most relevant in your personal practice.
Exactly. So these are your required courses. So you'll take all of these courses at your own pace. And each course has its own certificate. So you'll take this first course, pass the post test or the quiz, take your evaluation, and then move on to the next one. And like I said, this is all self-paced. You do this on your own time in your own house. They're not live hours. They're all of our view on.
What we will do is give you a suggested sequence of courses, and definitely kind of which should come first and then how to transition through it, just so you have some idea. But you have a lot of autonomy in this. As Rachel said, they're all pre-recorded courses, and we want you moving through at the pace that is comfortable and matches your learning needs.
Exactly. So once you've completed all of your required courses, again, that's 16 hours or 1.6 AOTA CEUs, then you'll choose one of these courses, and there are a variety of different lengths, 2 hours, or 1.5 hours, and you'll take one of these courses, and then you'll be able to move on to the next step, which, these are all of your objectives of what you're going to learn and what you're going to be able to accomplish by the end of the micro-credential. And are, like I said, whoever is watching this right now, if you're interested, then it's probably going to be applicable for you. Pediatric occupational therapy practitioners, assistants as well, speech therapists, physical therapists, assistants, early childhood educators, professionals who are working in that birth to three population. And just keep in mind that we only offer AOTA CEUs, but like a lot of our physical therapists, they will submit their own hours for PDUs as well. So just know that the CEUs that we are accredited through is AOTA.
And the credentialing process is for everyone. So
Mhm.
everyone does, regardless of your professional discipline. You will have the EIC certification or credentialing at the end of the course. So you will, as you complete the course, you will earn credentials as an early intervention consultant through the Brains Micro-Credentialing program. If you're AOTA, you will receive the CEUs, as Rachel mentioned earlier. We will have some, we have a variety of people who are participating, a variety of instructors who are participating in this program. Myself, we have some pediatric OTs, we have some mental health practitioners providing information. So you're going to get a pretty diverse range of instruction. And then it's really geared to be immediately applicable, that you can actually just begin using some of these strategies as soon as you complete the courses. That's our goal. We always give you the theory and the research behind it, but the bulk of the information is always going to be in the practical. What do we do now?
Mhm. Yep. All right, so like we mentioned, we're circling back to the kind of the process of how we're completing the three modules. So like we mentioned earlier, complete all of your required coursework. So those are your 16 hours, and then you're going to pick an elective course to take. So either 1.5 or 2 hours. Complete all of those, complete your quizzes, and then complete each of the quizzes post-test and get your certificate. If you've taken any of our courses that are already included in the micro-credential program and you took it outside of the micro-credential, so you've maybe purchased a couple of these courses and you've taken them already before we've launched this, then you can complete our discount application, which will be linked in the product page, so that way you can get reimbursed for some of those courses that you've already taken. And then we recommend joining the private Facebook group. So this is a great way to connect and collaborate, share ideas, ask questions. It's not required, but it is recommended. If you are not on social media, then you can always communicate with Lori, who's our proctor, and you can share your thoughts, your questions, and your feedback. And I encourage Lori as well to share those comments anonymously on the Facebook group as well. Just another way of reaching out and sharing success stories as well. I feel like so often those groups are sharing like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But I think sharing those success stories is really helpful of seeing like, hey, I implemented this strategy today and look at what happened. We've made so much progress. So that's a really fun way. And then finally, we have our capstone project. I'm going to actually let Lori explain this one and give you some examples of what you can do for your capstone project.
This is a really cool component. We also have a micro credential program in executive functioning. And so that has been a wonderful learning arc for us. And we're pulling some of the things that have worked best from that. And what we were searching for was kind of some type of integrative process or product that gives you an opportunity to show us kind of how you're synthesizing everything you've learned. What we started with was a child support study, like a child case study. I hate the term case study, so I don't use it. And then we decided, no, let's get way more creative than that. Let's find something that you are actively doing in your practice with the families you're working with that can show that you're integrating what you know. So we've had examples of people who have done professional development courses. They have done marketing brochures or for local pediatricians and so on to let them know about different services that they're offering. It can be kind of a video progression if we have permission for you to video and share it for the purpose of this. It can be pretty much whatever you want. I think there's only one time I kind of help somebody redirect, because whatever idea you have, what we don't want you doing is duplicating effort and time. We want you integrating what you're learning into what you're already doing. So it's kind of a cool, fun opportunity. When you have completed all of your courses and you've completed your capstone project, then what we'll do is we will set up a time to meet and go through the whole process, what your experience with the micro credential was, what questions you have. We'll go through the capstone project and help you really determine how you want to keep using this as we go. I am available to you throughout the whole program. So if you need to have some touch base during the program through email or through a quick Zoom session, that is always an option and an availability for you.
Yeah, and I don't wanna say take advantage, but take advantage of
The image
the
of it.
ability to connect with Lori because she is a wealth of knowledge, and it's so helpful just to bounce ideas back and forth with another professional who's gone through what you're probably going through now, and just to if you even have case studies that have you am I not supposed to use case studies? If you have
I just don't like it. Everybody else
yes,
uses it. I just don't like it. They're not cases, they're kids. That is a
they're
personal
kids. If
preference.
you
That is a personal preference. Sorry.
yes, that I will value that.
Sorry.
If you have clients who
Work
have
with
you stumped and you need to bounce some ideas back and forth, definitely reach out and connect with Lori so she can help you and kind of brainstorm with you, especially if you're a new grad or you're new to this field or you're new to this area. It can feel so isolating if you don't have a mentor. This is a great way to have a great mentor and someone who has had years and years and years of experience in this field. So, definitely in the kindest way, take advantage of that connection and that mentorship as well that Lori's going to offer you.
and that is one of the big reasons that we do the micro credentials is to provide that opportunity not only for you to take a deep dive but for you to have those conversations, especially, and we're finding that there's a lot of professionals who may be school based or have been working with older kids transitioning. Let me tell you, early intervention is its own world. I mean, and so this is part of the process, is really to make these connections and have these conversations.
Definitely, definitely. So, one more time, just wanted to run through the CEUs. I know that can get a little confusing with the required versus the electives. 16 hours of required CEUs of required courses, and then up to 5.5. So that's kind of the option that you can choose is one of those three elective courses, and then you'll get your certificates from each course separately. So you'll complete each course, take the quiz, get your certificate, and then once you've completed the entire program, you've met with Lori, then we will give you your micro-credential certificate. So that will be its own certificate with your own credentials there. So sometimes that can get a little bit confusing, but I just wanted to make sure that you have that understanding. And again, if you have questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can always email me, Rachel at sensationalbrain.com, if you have questions on the micro credential program. And once you jump in, then Lori will be your contact. Celeste is always here to help and to answer questions. She'll kind of be connecting everyone together as well. She's our customer happiness director. So we just appreciate you taking the time to learn about the micro credential program. We hope you start today. We hope you enjoy it, and we're just super excited to be able to offer this.
Email us with any questions. A lot of times people wonder if this is a good fit for them, and you shoot your questions and we'll work it out with you, and we'll be honest if this is going to be advantageous for you and how you work with families.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you in the micro credential program.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.